Okay, what is up, beautiful people? Welcome back. This is another episode of Sangalooo. That's how I pronounce it. How do you pronounce it?
Sangalooo, bro, but either way you like it. Sangalooo. Let's have it.
Anyone, he enter. Let's get right into it. AFCON has been amazing. We've seen so many good things about the competition, so many iffy things about the competition, but it is what it is, it was what it was, and it will be what it will be. But let us start off with EFL Cup before we go into AFCON, right? Because Shopsy has been buzzing about the scores from yesterday's game where Liverpool defeated Arsenal by 2-0. Shopsy has been buzzing. I don't know why he has been buzzing. 2 frauds played, and this guy is buzzing. Yeah.
All right, I'll call you up there. Thanks for that intro, what we call it. But yeah, you were talking many in the coming weeks coming into this, saying that we're faking COVID tests, running away from Arsenal, blah, blah, blah.
Y'all did.
What do you have to say now?
I think y'all...
Wait, no Salah, no Mane, Jota stepping up, Trent, the best right back in world football. What did Daniel Alves do past this one? I don't know. But yeah, 2-0 into the final. Sarah, we're going to Wembley.
Hakimi is better than Trent, please. For all you Liverpool fans out there that are under the delusion that Trent is the best in the world, please stop it, right? Drink some water. Hakimi better than Trent. But that match was interesting to see. Trent was actually on fire, no doubt. No
like
Trent
it's been for since we met him.
For a while, and even Jota too was on form, scoring 2 goals and then Trent giving 2 assists.
Light work, W.
Light work. Wasn't it? Let us go into AFCON and leave these frauds. AFCON, we know the players or the teams that will be playing in the round of 16, and we have some mouth-watering fixtures to look forward to. Nigeria, Tunisia, one of them. Ivory Coast, Egypt, another one of them. What do you think?
Man, the standout game for this one is Ivory Coast, Egypt for me. Like, that's all the best players in tournament on display. Zaha, Pepe, Mo Salah, Grado. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be an exciting fixture. Who do you think is winning?
At the end of it, Egypt, Ivory Coast. I think Ivory Coast will take down because don't forget my prediction for the winners of AFCON is still Ivory Coast. I still hold on to that.
Yeah, I'm going to put my hands up. I was back in the Algeria.
No, let me get there now. You cannot rush through it. You have been shamed. Algeria have gone out. Shopsy.
They're not really my men like that.
Shopsy said, ha!
I don't really get like that, man.
They are not your men now.
Nah, bro.
The very first episode.
Super goes to the moon.
Run away from people like this, please. This guy was backing Algeria at the start of the competition. Now they're out. He's saying they are not his men.
But you know, this is what happens. As in, we see this a lot in international tournaments. The team that wins, they have the hangover. So yeah, like it happens.
Yeah, Algeria. 4 years hangover. When was the last competition? He said 4 years hangover.
Isn't that what happened to Germany after the World Cup?
You've been shamed.
They happen now.
Moving on. Ivory Coast, I think, will win it. And it looks like, lots of mouth-watering fixtures, like I said. Burkina Faso versus Gabon, let me just quickly read through. Nigeria versus Tunisia, Guinea versus Gambia, Cameroon, the host country, versus Comoros, debutants in the competition.
Senegal and Comoros Islands, bro.
Yes, having qualified from the
they only just got recognized recently, a bunch of islands coming together, and yeah, they're not going home without a fight.
Yeah, they are not going down easy. That one would also be another interesting one to see. Senegal and Cape Verde, Morocco versus Malawi, Ivory Coast and Egypt, we already talked about that one. And then Mali versus Equatorial Guinea. Interesting games to look out for in the AFCON. Let us move on from Africa now and go right into Europe. It is transfer season. The January transfer window for this season is underway. Pogba, always in the headlines.
You know it's transfer season when Pogba is back in the headlines.
You have to.
Like, wait, I need to get something off my chest, man. Pogba is my boy. As in, we all rock with Pogba, black guy, dabs, hangs out the rappers and all that, but enough is enough, bro. Yeah, United fan, it's been 6 years. What's happened? Bro,
I do have a lot to say, and I don't think this episode is the best time to talk about it, but Pogba, I'm done.
This might not be the best time to talk about it, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. Pogba is top 5 flops in Premier League history.
It's hard to disagree. It's actually hard to disagree. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of his agent, Mino Raiola. I'm tired of everything about Pogba. He should just leave.
You should have sold him a long time ago because now you risk losing him for free in the summer. A player that you could have sold for Well, yeah, United, you guys say.
I think the structure at the top of of the management in Manchester United is iffy. They should have sold Pogba. They should have let Lingard go. Many things. We could have made money from off these players and now we're battling with whether he will be losing such a gem.
EFC now. You guys are up.
What was that?
YMCA, BMEFC now. Young money, cash money. Guys are rich now, money in the thing.
It's irritating. Let us move on from that and talk about Ousmane Dembele. Barcelona have given him the boot. They said, Dembele, you have to leave this club before the end of January.
They even gave me deadline.
They told him, Baba, pack your things and go.
Did this a transfer or deportation, bro?
a kick out. Kick out Dembele's season in the Camp Nou.
Yeah, I hate to see this because Dembele is one of my boys. As in, he broke onto the scene around the time of Mbappe. I thought he had similar level of talent, but he's looking more like Martial than Mbappe these days.
Liverpool fans and their weird expectations. How would you compare Dembele and Mbappe?
You went outside when it was happening.
What were you thinking?
Ball. You went outside.
What were you thinking?
You went outside when Ousmane broke onto the scene.
Let us move on from Ousmane Dembele. Another fraud, another flop. I mean, I'm sure Barca are tired of paying for his injuries.
Yeah.
They pay for his
injuries. But Barca, they're not a club. They're in the same bracket as your club, Manchester United. You guys are competing for the worst rock club in football.
I'm not
so don't get too lippy, bro.
I'm not standing for this shade. Let's move on from there and talk about Rudiger, who is very likely to leave Chelsea this season.
Rudiger, man, top centre back. Like, Rudiger is probably top 3 centre backs in the Premier League today. I love his aggression. And yeah, they might lose him in the summer if they don't pay up.
I think that's another bad decision from management of the club, having not tied Rudiger down to a long-term contract sooner.
I think they didn't expect this, man. The resurgence was crazy. So yeah, now he's linked to PSG, linked to Real Madrid. Like, he has his options. I heard he's talking to Hazard to get the vibe at Madrid. So yeah, it's one to keep an eye on for sure.
Definitely. Moving on from that, what's the conversation going on about Vlahovic?
Vlahovic, man, that guy's bad, though. He's looking like another version of Haaland.
That's another thing.
All
these young boys that you guys just come up and
But yeah, you never know, Sha. Like, there's Serie A tax. All these guys come from different leagues and don't hack it. But the boy looks bad. He broke Ronaldo's records for most goals scored in a year in Serie A. And yeah, he might not be going for that much money. If Arsenal can land that, like...
Arsenal?
The Arteta ball is booming, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, obviously, Liverpool swept them aside because we're Liverpool. But
move on from that.
I think they'll give you a game.
Move on from that.
Are they players like Vlahovic?
We passed that. It's very cold. Move on from that. So, Vlahovic, Serie A tax, I think. There's a lot to say about Serie A tax. Talking about Lukaku, just to bring it back a little bit.
As in, Lukaku was the hottest property in Europe last year.
And now he has been found out by the EPL to be a fraud. Fraud alert.
Fraud watch. Fraud watch.
Yes, that's something we should do. Fraud watch. Definitely.
Mbappe, same situation as Pogba. The game is changing. Players are running out their contracts. Player power is on the way up. They're going the NBA route where, like, we're in control. We can decide where we want to play. So run down our contracts.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Signing shows our contracts. So yeah, Mbappe, a free agent in the summer, is going to have his pick of all the clubs in the world. The offers are going to be through the roof. Probably going to break records. Yeah, that's going to be one of the biggest transfers in football history.
Definitely going to be one of the biggest transfers this summer. If it doesn't happen in January, definitely probably won't happen in January. If it happens this summer, it will be one of the biggest. And I think Real Madrid are putting out a very strong narrative talking about Mbappe. If you don't sign for us this summer, we won't be coming back for you. They are putting out that narrative, putting the guy under pressure, making him.
I think that's cap. That's a bluff, man. That's a bluff.
Do you think you should call their bluff?
No, I think he should go. He's ready to go. The time has come.
And he also lost
to the next level. Yeah, he's been talking about this since we met Mbappe. So yeah, he should get his move and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, that will be our wrap up for the transfer window today. Let us talk about the EPL now. Many things are happening in the EPL, but the most important thing, I think, the race for top 4 and the relegation battle. Let's focus on the race for top 4 now. Do you think Conte would manage to help Tottenham finish in the top 4?
Yeah, man, I'm all in on Conte ball. Like, Conte is top 3 managers in the league. I think United's not getting him. Who's better than Conte? Who's better than Conte?
Tuchel, Pep.
Well, okay, the Tuchel that you're claiming, Conte is what? 4 games behind on him and 1 point behind him.
But that's just this.
And he came into a Tottenham side that were struggling already.
But that's just this season.
Conte is the 3rd best manager in the Premier League, and we're going to see it.
Tuchel, Klopp, Pep.
Yeah. No, I'm not accepting Tuchel, bro.
Ah, no, bro.
Chelsea are about to bottle top 4, bro. They were in the title race at the start of the season.
But there's a lot
They're about to bottle the top 4.
There's actually a lot to be said about that.
Let me land though. The only reason Tuchel entered this conversation is because Pep is a fraud in a different way.
How is Pep a fraud? Are you guys listening to what Shopsy is saying? How is Pep a fraud?
Let me land. They all ties together.
Run away from men like this.
Did you know what the Champions League final?
Ah, God.
Did you know what the Champions League final?
How is Pep a fraud, for crying out loud?
Pep is a fraud.
How is Pep a fraud?
Pep allowed Tuchel and that team win the Champions League, elevated them into conversations they shouldn't have been in the first place. And now, that's why I like ball. Anything you say, it will play out. And now it's playing out.
I worry about you. I worry about you.
Don't worry, we'll circle back. End of the season, we'll circle back.
Now, let's talk about the FIFA rule change about loans. Now you cannot loan out more than 6 players, you know, internationally, right? That will come back to bite clubs like Chelsea, who, as of last season, had more than 20 players on loan. Would you believe that Victor Moses was only just sold last summer from Chelsea?
You're joking.
Just sold this last transfer.
Victor Moses still plays football?
Victor Moses, he still plays. But the fact that he was still on Chelsea's roster up until the end of last season is amazing.
Yeah, I think Chelsea have gotten away with that for too long. Like, they have like
bro.
500 players on their books. Like, when they have transfer bans, they don't bring in
They
players.
just bring in one player.
Yeah,
oh, he
I've
was
had
on
enough of it, to be
loan.
honest.
He was on loan.
As in, they're creating players. Like
was
FM,
on
they're
loan.
not regenerating these players for so long.
It's crazy. And talking about rule changes, the Premier League has come for frauds like Liverpool and Arsenal. You can't just be postponing games because you feel like it. You can't.
I don't care if you like, play the match, don't play the match. That's not my own problem. You saw it yesterday, no Salah, no Mane, no problem. Anybody missing, no wahala.
It's your problem.
It's free smoke for the rest of the league.
The investigation will soon be complete.
They've completed it.
They've not completed it. They say you people defrauded
Yo,
us.
beat the case, yo. You're on club, the Teflon done. Nothing can stick.
To now wrap it up, let's talk about Ronaldo against Brentford.
Ronaldo.
My guy
Ronaldo.
was
No. I need to call out Ronaldo. Are you United fans? You're getting away with too much. When Ronaldo came,
Baba, how is it United fans that
he
get
spoke
away with
many.
too much?
They told me Ronaldo is going to come and be the best influence on Rashford. He's going to help out Greenwood, blah, 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 blah. What's he done, bro? Greenwood isn't scoring again.
It's
As
not
in,
your
this is the
fault.
way Greenwood was looking at him when he came off the bench. Like, Baba, you're a grown man now. Why the vex?
It's not your fault.
Whose fault is it?
I won't blame you. But the truth has to be said, though. Ronaldo has been...
We have to look at this move, bro.
I think his body language has just been poor on the pitch, you know, complaining, you know, and stuff like that. You don't need to do that. You're a very influential figure in the squad. You're a very influential figure in world football. Ginger your players. Ginger them. Him and Bruno, they will be doing like this. Ginger players. That's what we need. And then against Brentford, Rangnick removed him, and then he was complaining.
They were begging the guy on TV, man.
They didn't beg him. Calm down.
Didn't
He didn't beg him.
You guys,
He came out.
tell
He
us, like
said
he's not watching ball.
He said what he said. Rangnick said, "I hope one day when you step in my shoes, you will see the reason why."
Okay,
I made
but
this
you saw them
decision.
having a
I had to
conversation.
make this decision for the good of the club and the good of the game.
Why should you be having tell a 36-year-old man that's been in the game for almost 20 years
For
that
crying out
will make
loud.
substitutions for the good of the team?
Only a 36-year-old man will put you in that position. He's an OG. World's best.
Ronaldo needs to grow up, bro.
He's an OG. That's why he's in that position.
He needs to grow up.
I don't think he needs to grow up. I think he's already old. He's already old now. Don't grow now. He's already grown up.
Yeah.
I think that's where we should put a pin on it. Okay, that brings us to the end of the episode. It was an amazing episode. So much to look forward to in AFCON. I'm thinking Nigeria might get to the finals.
Yeah, definitely. That's my prediction as well. But yeah, thanks for rocking with us. Appreciate you coming for another episode. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit.
In a bit.
Safe.